Hi guys, Autumn here today to do my weekly wrap up for September week 4, and I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. He's outside running around. So I read 4 books this week and I'm currently reading 2. So let's get started. The first book I read, I finished because I started it last week, and that is Fallen Crest High by Dijon, I think is how you say it. This is book 1 in the Fallen Crest High series. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy this book. I have had this on my Kindle since February 2013, so I decided to pick it up, and that's why it's an old cover. This was like the original, or one of the original covers for on Kindle, so I just decided to pick it up. This follows Sam, who recently found out her parents are getting a divorce, and then she moves in to her mother's boyfriend's house, so she has that on top of everything, and then she finds out her dad is not actually her dad. So there's a lot, I'm sorry, I'm going to say that probably wrong, it's writing, and I'm excited to move on with this series. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, really did enjoy it. Then the next book I read was The Wrath of Cain by Kathy Cooper Kutzman. And this is book 1 in the Syndicate series. This is like a mobster book series. That this one follows Kala and Cain. They were married. They got married, but it was kind of like a forbidden marriage because both of their parents hated each other, so they didn't want them together and married. And on the night of their wedding night, Cain actually cheats on her, because you don't really find out until later why he did that. And she runs away to Canada for 6 years, and then she comes back, and there's someone after her, and she finds out secrets about her family and why Cain did what he did. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. This is a darker, there are some drugs, alcohol, violence, so just be warned that this is a mobster story. Then I read Bad Rep by A. Meredith Walters. This is book 1 in the Bad Rep series. Again, I've had this on my Kindle since, I think this one's not February, but it could be February 2013 again, so I decided it was time to read this. And this follows Macy and Jordan. Jordan is in a band, and he works as a bartender at a club. Macy has a spending issue where she spends a lot of money because she's addicted to shopping, so she decides to get a job. She has 2 jobs, and one is at the bar Jordan works at. This does have cheating in it, so if you're not a fan of cheating, I would not recommend this. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. As I said, there is cheating. Both Jordan and Macy tried to stay away from each other and try to fight the connection that they had, but they weren't able to, and it does involve cheating. And with the cheating comes there is some bullying and some very not nice things said about Macy through this story. So if you're not a fan of that, I wouldn't recommend this, but I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was enjoyable, and I am looking forward to continuing on with this series because it follows other members in the band, his band, and Macy's friends. And the last Kindle book I read is Cross the Line by Julie Johnson. This is book 2 in the Boston Love Story series. This follows Phoebe and Nate. Phoebe and Nate grew up as being best friends, and Phoebe's always had a crush on Nate, who is her best friend. Her brother's best friend. Parker is her brother, and then but she was always too scared to tell him how she felt, and then Nate went away in the military, I'm pretty sure, and this is a book. There is some drama. Phoebe does get kidnapped, and Nate saves her and helps protect her and stuff. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. Did enjoy it. And yeah, and my cover is also different. I bought this earlier this year, and they recently just had a cover change. So yeah. And I'm sorry if you could hear a fly. I have a fly in my room. And now on to the 2 books I'm currently reading. The first one is The Goal by Ella Kennedy. This is book 4 in the Off-Campus series. I barely started this. I'm 11% through with this. I just haven't read that much today. I have a headache, and I just haven't felt like reading that much today. So yeah, but this just came out today. So I'm excited. This is Tucker's and Sabrina's book, so I'm very excited to continue on with this book. So yeah. And the next one I have is Before by Anna Todd. This is book 5 in the After series. I'm about 52% through. Again, I haven't read that much today. Actually, I haven't read any of this, and I'm actually listening to this. But this follows Hardin's. This is in Hardin's point of view with a few other characters thrown in, where you have, before you meet Hardin, that's really when you meet the other characters, other points of view, during, which I'm currently on, and after. So I'm liking this so far. So yeah, those are all the books I read this week. If you want a full review on any of these, just let me know, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.